We are debating tonight the demand of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, which says that the Supreme Court of India must stop the lower courts of the country from hearing petitions related to Hindu religious sites. And the All India Muslim Personal Law Board has issued all kind of threats, including some rather unfortunate threats bordering on violence. Ladies and gentlemen, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board's arguments in defense of the Places of Worship Act, in my view, are as flimsy as they are audacious. Their letter today, which we are putting out on republicworld.com, is not just a demand, it is an exercise in arrogance wrapped in the language of coercion. They demand, yes, they demand that the Supreme Court stop lower courts from hearing petitions related to Hindu religious sites. They call the acceptance of petitions, quote unquote, unfortunate, as if the due process of law needs their approval. And then comes their masterstroke, a veiled threat. They warn, yes, they warn that failing to comply will lead to a quote-unquote explosive situation in the country, holding the judiciary and government responsible. Do we need this kind of warnings? Is this the language of justice? Or is this an open attempt to terrorize the nation into submission? Who gave the All India Muslim Personal Law Board the moral or legal authority to issue ultimatums like these to the judiciary of this country? Now let's peel back the layers of this act itself, the Places of Worship Act, a masterpiece of hypocrisy and discrimination. Section 3 of the Act criminalizes the conversion of places of worship, but conveniently ignores history's loot and destruction. Section 4 freezes the character of religious sites as of the day of independence, August 15, 1947, never mind the centuries of destruction inflicted by Muslim rulers on Hindu, Sikh, Jain and Buddhist places of worship in the country since 1192. And why 1947 is the cutoff date? Why should the atrocities faced by these communities, especially the Hindu community before 1947, be dismissed as irrelevant? Why should the destruction of their sacred sites by Muslim invaders, yes, I repeat, Muslim invaders, over centuries be frozen in time? This date is not just arbitrary. It is a direct blow to the right of these communities, especially the Hindu community, to reclaim their Hindu heritage and Hindu history. It is historical gaslighting. And Section 5, it exempts only the Ram Janmabhoomi, conveniently stopping short of addressing Kashi, Mathura, or countless other desecrated sites. Is this what the All India Muslim Personal Law Board calls secularism? Selective appeasement disguised as equality? Let's not forget, the Congress party, riding on vote bank politics, rammed this act through Parliament in 1991. As the BJP was on the rise from 2 seats in 1984 to 120 seats in 1991 amidst the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. What was their excuse? They said it is to prevent communal clashes. But the act instead institutionalized inequality, violating Articles 14 and 15, barring judicial review, trampling over Articles 25, 26 and 29, which guarantee religious freedom. This act is not just legally questionable, but also historically unjust. And here's the kicker. Under Islamic law, a mosque requires valid waqf acquisition. Destroying temples does not magically create a mosque. So legally, aren't these destroyed temples still temples? It's a solid line of argument. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board does not want to hear these truths. They don't want these questions asked, but we will. We will. The people of India will. The Places of Worship Act is not a beacon of secularism, ladies and gentlemen. It is a monument to hypocrisy built on the ruins of justice. And the letter of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, it's less an argument and more a desperate tantrum disguised as authority. They want to gag courts. They want to censor the media. They want to rewrite history. They want to terrorize the nation into silence. They even want to threaten the judiciary. But here's the catch. The truth does not bow to these ultimatums, and justice does not answer to threats. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board can huff and puff all it wants, but history is knocking, and this time the door will not stay shut.